Your neighbors are disappearing left and right, and word has it, it's werewolves. They're living amongst you, and you've all gathered to try to find out who they are. Can you figure out who's innocent and who are the werewolves? This is Werewolf, a party game for devious people. Werewolf is a social deduction game where villagers are attempting to find the werewolves, and the werewolves are attempting to take over the village. To set it up, you'll need to build a character deck. Now, to build a basic deck, you'll need to take the following role cards. We have 7 players, so you'll need 1 Moderator card, 1 Seer, 1 Doctor, 2 Werewolf cards, and the remaining cards will be villagers. Now, once you have the character deck assembled, shuffle and pass a card out to each player. The basic roles include the Moderator. The Moderator is both the game facilitator and storyteller. You set the flow of the game by directing the action from round to round, night to day. You give the players prompts, give them time to do that action, then move on to the next prompt. And don't worry, you don't have to have anything memorized. The Moderator gets a guide card, which helps with the flow of the game. Villagers. Your goal is to protect a town. You'll vote during the day cycles to discover and eliminate the werewolves from your village. The problem is that the werewolves can also vote, so you can't be sure who's a villager and who's a very convincing werewolf. Werewolves. Your goal is to eliminate all the villagers. Luckily, you start with an advantage. Werewolves know who each other are, so using subtle teamwork, werewolves attempt to kill off villagers one by one and potentially vote them out during the day as well. Doctor. Doctors are on the villager side, helping villagers survive the night. And once per night, the doctor will heal a player. That player cannot die that night. Seer. Also on the villager side is a town seer. The seer also has a special action. Once per night, a seer can see a player's identity. The seer will point to a player, and the Moderator will indicate with a thumbs up or down. If the player is a werewolf, thumbs up, or a villager, thumbs down. The game takes place over a series of night and day cycles, starting with night. The night. During the night, actions are taken to eliminate or save villagers. All players, except the Moderator, will have their eyes closed during the night and slap their knees to drown out noise. The Moderator will then prompt characters to act. The character will open up their eyes, do their action, and then close their eyes once again. Once each character action has occurred, the night is over. The day. Once day breaks, all players open up their eyes, and the Moderator identifies which players have been killed that night, and if healed. Then the lying begins. All living players discuss and try to identify the werewolves. A player can accuse another player of being a werewolf. If supported by a second player, the accused can plead their defense for around 30 seconds. Then a vote by majority is then determined whether to kill the accused player. The day ends after an accused werewolf is killed or a set time limit has been passed, regardless of if anyone was killed or not. The night and day cycle will continue until one of 2 things happen. If all of the werewolves are killed, then the villagers win. But if the number of werewolves is equal to or greater than the number of villagers, the werewolves win. You are now equipped with the basics of how to play a werewolf. Feel free to use whatever means necessary to win. Lie about your identity, act innocent, act too innocent. It's really up to you.